Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's blessed. If not, you will be blessed. I just want to take a minute just to talk about a comment I commented on about maybe a week or two ago, or I posted a post that said, I'm afraid if things go the way the left is going, I believe we'll have a one-party rule in this country, which I don't think nobody would really want that, you know. And because everything just goes one way. If you don't see it that way, there is no negotiating, there's nothing, it's only one way. If you look at where they're placing all the immigrants or the illegals, the people crossing the border, there's every nationality, every color crossing over, so it's not a racist thing. You look at what's going on, you're hearing all these news stories, besides the crime that average American citizens are doing. You know, you're hearing about the immigrants, the illegals, the people crossing the border without paperwork. A lot of raping, a lot of sex trafficking, a lot of drug busts. And I mean, I don't understand that. They already set up over here, you know? That's crazy. And then a lot of robberies, burglaries, and you know, the like. Just last night I saw a news story about the 6 kids that were found raped and abused from some immigrants because their parents were killed in the hurricane, so they didn't have anybody. I guess they didn't know where to go, and I mean, wow, I can't believe that happened to them. You're hearing about the houses being burglarized, plundered, things like that. Now, I don't blame the people crossing the border. I don't blame the illegals. I don't blame that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, where else they going to get it from? I'm not saying what they're doing is right, but what I'm saying is, I mean, you got to eat. You got to... But the thing is, I blame the government for even allowing it. You know, and so look at where they're strategically placing these people in the inner cities, and then the red states, swing states, I would say. And if things go their way, with giving them their work permits and moving things real fast, giving them down payments on houses more than the Americans, and the like, then. And they give them the right to vote, then of course they're going to vote for the left. I'm not going to vote for the party which is trying to kick me out of the country. No, you know? So, but let me tell you what that leads to. That leads to one-party rule. Because as long as they're here and they let more, that's going to offset the average American votes. Also, side note, if they're doing that, that basically lets them know that the American people aren't stupid. We know what they're up to. And so they know in order for us not to stop it, you have to offset the people, offset the vote, which is what's happening. But anyway, you're dropping them off in the inner cities, the hoods, those swing states, and crime is going up. I'm talking about going up over 30%. You know, what does that lead to? Once there's a one-party rule, then they have their way. Now it's time to take control, right? So it's a guy named Saul Alinsky that a lot of the Democrats and a lot of the Republicans knew. They looked up to him. His name is Saul Alinsky. He wrote a book called Rules for Radicals. And one of the things he said was, take advantage of a crisis. We seen that happen during, you know, the bug and all that. And how companies and stuff took advantage of all of us. Even how people are taking advantage of other people right now in the housing market, the job market, things like that. It's crazy. So when you look at that, the crime and all that happening, they're going to have to create laws to control this that are going to affect you and I, the American citizen. When we didn't do anything to cause it, they caused it. But once they get their way, they're going to throw that hammer down and they're going to gain control. And at that point, we have to bend to their will. I'll never bend. But that's what's going to happen. You have to bend to it or there will be consequences. Well, I'll just have to accept those consequences. It's just a messed up thing the way you look at it. You know, I think this is leading to a bigger agenda, and I think the people see it. You just don't want to believe it, you know. And pretty soon it's going to affect all of us. It already is. It's just not really there, but it's coming. And y'all have a good one. Be blessed.